The US troops have left Afghanistan after 20 years of war. Afghans are now left to fend for themselves in a nation ruled by the Taliban. Afghans are still coming to terms with the new reality, but the question is, will Afghanistan stand back on its feet? Afghans are hoping for the Taliban to start working on improving the economy. Residents of Kabul are voicing their concerns about the state of employment in the country.
بیکاری بخی زیاته ده خلک په تشویش کې دي نو که دوی کوشش وکړي چې د خلکو د کار موقع مساعده کړي او تعلیم او تربیه کار شروع شي خلک بې تعلیمه دي او کار ته نه دي تللي
در افغانستان کسی نمیخواهد که خارجی باشه از هر کشوری که باشه خود مردم افغانستان باشه و هیچ کسی خارجی وجود نداشته باشه همگی به حساب خوش هستند اما حساب کار بسیار ضرور است که یک وظیفه باید داشته باشه اگر بیکار باشه همگی میرن باز کشورهای خارجی از این جوانه که
The Taliban face a series of challenges as they fully take over Afghanistan. The majority of the billions of dollars that Afghanistan holds in foreign reserves is now frozen in America. Banks have implemented the withdrawal controls. They fear that they would run out of their deposits. Meanwhile, European Union countries agreed to step up humanitarian aid to Afghanistan and assistance to neighboring countries, but were deeply divided on whether any of the people fleeing the return of the Taliban would be allowed into Europe. More than 100,000 people from Afghanistan have been evacuated by Western nations. Europe's top migration official called for members to adopt a comprehensive approach to the unfolding situation in the Central Asian country.
We are in a situation, of course, where we need a comprehensive approach towards Afghanistan. We need to avoid a humanitarian crisis. We need to avoid a migratory crisis. And we need to avoid security threats. And this is what we need to discuss today.
Germany, meanwhile, said that prompt action was necessary in order to avoid a repeat of 2015, when more than 1 million people from the Middle East and Africa arrived in the EU. Many crossing the Mediterranean on smugglers' unsafe dinghies. French Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin said that the EU had developed stronger tools to avoid another crisis and added that the recent arrivals of migrants from Belarus led to a convergence of views between various EU regions. The bloc has fortified its external borders and increased resistance to countries including Turkey, Lebanon, Libya and Tunisia in a bid to keep people away from its own soil. Afghans amounted to just over a tenth of first-time asylum applications in the EU last year, the second group after Syrians. According to data by the European Commission, Afghans made up for some 8% of irregular border crossings into Europe. Last year, some 42,000 Afghans won legal protection in the European Union, which hosts a tenth of the world's refugees and where the refugees amount to only some 0.6% of the total population. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.